Hi everybody, it's Mikey from Usuallybrokencars. I'm here with AJ. Hello. And after the success of the last TEMU video we did on tools and bits and pieces, we're going to do TEMU tool time. So I've got another pack of bits for AJ to go through. Today these are small electrical handheld automotive tools, so relevant to what I do and the channel. So we're going to go through these. I'll give these to AJ and then I'll grab the camera and we'll go through the bag. What have you got in the bag, mate? Let's go for the first item.
I've got to do blindfolded. Right, so first one is
cool
automotive multifunction drive tester.
Okay, right, show us what it is.
That is one of those. So it is okay. So basically like a power probe.
It is literally a TEMU power probe. So sorry, working with gimbal, getting better. This was like £12. £12. It shows a voltage reading. So I think we should plug it in and see what it does.
This type of tester hooks up to the battery, and you've got an earth fly lead there. That's for testing. So these two clamps go onto the battery. So I'm just connecting to both.
Well, we've got lights flashing on it.
Positive and the negative. So we're connected now. We're showing 12.7 volts at the battery, and obviously at this end we're able to put a negative or earth feed out of here, or we can put 12 volt battery voltage. I mean, to start with, let's do something basic like testing a fuse.
Yep.
So with a fuse, you'll want to see the same reading from one side to the other. So for instance, if we turn ignition on, we should have a live reading on one side, which you can see the little light shining up there for positive.
Yep.
And then if the fuse is okay, you'll have a live on the other side.
Which we do.
If it had negative, obviously you would know that the fuse is blown and it would need replacing.
And for example, if there was a negative there when there should be a live there, you know that maybe there's a broken wire somewhere.
So you can see there we've got a negative on one side, and if I leave that propped up there, hopefully you'll see when we activate the switch.
Yeah, so you can see here that red light's coming on, so there is a live being fed to that plug.
So we know that the horn is getting a feed and an earth, so if there was still a problem, most likely point of issue would be the horn itself. And what we can do,
so that little strap, you can just make an earth on something.
Yep, we've got an earth connector there, and then we can complete the circuit, hopefully, with the power probe. Now, first things first, you want to check that you have an earth path through whatever you're testing. So whether it's a bulb
so
or
we can see the green LED lighting up when you're doing
green LED, that means we know we've got an earth there, and then we can.
There you go.
Yep, we know that the horn is good. Most power probes of this type would have a little trip fuse.
Like this perfect unit here.
Not perfect, but there is, well, as you can see in here, there's a little trip fuse.
So this is a Sealy one.
This is a Sealy one. The trip fuse will basically switch off the probe if you short it out, or if you put too much current through it, it will turn the whole probe off. So, I mean, yeah, for the money, it kind of does what it says on the tin. It gives you a voltage reading.
Now, your power probe with the scope was about 200 quid?
250, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So for the average, or it's somebody just starting out, or for the average home mechanic?
Yeah. It's, I mean, like I said, it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
You can set up lives. The only issue with this as a beginner or a DIYer is that you can send voltage
the wrong
way.
Yeah.
And you can end up causing more problems than you.
So are we going to give that a thumbs up?
A little light on the end for you. So in all honesty, for the money, I don't see how you can't give it a thumbs up. So Yeah, thumbs up for that one.
There you go. Cool.
Curiosity has got the better of me, and I want to know what's going to happen
With the
auto trip function.
So I'm going to just take a little step back.
If the lights go off, we're in trouble.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, worked perfectly. Shuts the whole probe down.
So the multi-function drive tester, or power probe, was a success. We were quite pleased with that, and I think for the money it's an absolute bargain, but it is not to be trifled with. In the wrong hands you can damage your vehicle quite a lot, but for basic testing, checking fuses, etc., spot on. What's next in the bag, Adge?
Mystery bag.
Mystery bag.
We have industrial endoscope.
Endoscope. Okay.
Where are you going to put that? Okay, so we have.
Now this was like
protective packaging.
£18.
£18.
And again, we bought one and ours was a good couple of hundred. Ooh. So these are camera attachments. We have these with ours. Our one is nice. It comes in a hard protective case, and these are all like in little baggies and stuff. Comes with a charging lead and a real in-depth manual. AJ is taking the spark plugs out of the Mini so that we can use that as a good opportunity to use the cameras. Now, this is the one that we use at work on a day-to-day basis. This was a good couple of £100, and it has the option obviously to remove the camera, put different camera attachments on it. So if you do damage the camera like we have, we were able to just buy a replacement camera lead. Now this one looks near on identical in terms of its design, shape and everything. Much lighter in its weight. Construction does feel a bit, lighter.
Good.
Yep.
Let's have a look in. Oh, you can actually see.
We can see the top of the valve.
Side of the valve. You can actually see into the bore. There's a bit of
It's not long been rebuilt, not by us, I'd like to point out. It's not got many miles on this engine.
The other thing with this camera is we have a side view option. So
literally there's the side of the valve.
yeah, you can actually look sideways. So
To be fair, the quality on that's really good. Endoscope.
okay.
Okay, there's an initial like straight away you can see it's a bit fuzzy in it.
But that's from a distance.
Yep.
So they often are from a distance. Let's see what it looks like on the.
See, again, straight away looking here, this actually is pretty. It's okay for up close.
Not a bad picture. So we've got to look in here.
So there's the top of that valve.
There's the valve. There's the piston.
Do you know what? As soon as you turn it on, I thought, oh god, this is going to be rubbish.
No, it's actually quite clear. You've got an option here to flip the picture.
Okay, yeah.
You can flip the picture 180 depending on which way we've got the camera.
What's the button above it do?
Pretty sure that's the light.
Oh, that's black and white.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah, okay, so what the other?
Yeah, so you're going black and white to there, and then you've got your light up and down.
It says that
60%
LED.
LED, 0.
So 60%, 80%, 100 says there's nothing between. Okay.
Not much difference.
Oh, you've got a zoom. Is it digital? It's going to be a
to-
digital zoom, isn't it?
Yeah, you got the option to zoom in.
2 times. What's the middle button do?
Contrast reduced. Oh, okay. Contrast
Okay.
more.
Actually, so initially I thought when you turned it on that was going to be a bit pants, but for less than £20, again for your average home mechanic, that's pretty crystal clear. And for what you need, it's gonna prove any issues, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for instance, you're going to see if there's damage to the piston.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to see, especially on this engine, you're
See
going
the
to be able
top
to
of
see
the valves.
valves and things like that. I mean, for the money, it's got a clear enough image.
Yeah.
Not as clear as our one, but it's got
But
clear
then
enough
it's a
image.
tenth of the price.
It's a lot bigger lens, so you are going to be more restricted on what you can fit it into.
Yeah. So if we
So the actual size of the
side by
camera
side,
lens is
you can see
considerably.
like obviously this is the a TEMU special and this is the expensive one.
This will actually fit inside a glow plug
Yeah.
hole on a diesel engine.
So this one, bear in mind this has got 2 lenses in there and it's got the LED in the side and the top. This one is just the one camera and the lights on there. But I think, like you said, for the money, for the average home mechanic.
But yeah, and if you're working on, if you're trying to look, maybe try and find a water leak, or even looking for wiring issues, or looking up behind the dash.
Yep.
Trying to find something that you've dropped.
Yeah.
That's going to do the job, because the picture's clear enough. The LEDs are bright enough, which is often not the case with the cheap ones.
Yeah. I wasn't holding out a lot of hope, I must admit. I thought this was going to be a bit naff. And
it's again, the casing seems.
I think it'll take a couple of drops to break it.
It seems relatively robust. I don't think there's a lot in there. It doesn't weigh a lot, but.
Yeah, you just got to contend with the 5 metres of cable.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a, yeah. But apart from that, yeah, I think on the whole, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
So next in the mystery bag, we have
right. So this is
rechargeable work light.
This is a tooth. I grabbed the other small one out of the bag.
2. Hang on. Oh, I see.
Right. So this is a perfect example of one, when you're ordering off TEMU, because the baskets end up becoming like 40 items big like I did, I forgot that I'd already got one in there and I ordered 2. But what we'll do is, I'll let AJ open them and you'll see the difference. This is why you need to look at your sizes, because I appreciate they're probably using child labour to display the hand sizes, but this showed, it took up the whole hand of the model displaying this torch.
Is it wood?
No, it's like
it looks like
beige.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's certainly not a large lamp. But you've got charging lead. Lamp.
So we have the lamp.
Yep.
We have a charging lead.
Yep.
USB charging lead.
Yep. To
well,
be fair, that's just blinded me.
Yeah, that's quite bright. Panic mode.
Yep.
Top light.
Yeah, that was £2 for that light. It's magnetic on the end as well, isn't it? And that, yep. There you go.
Yep. A decent magnet on there. So.
Hang on then. I'm going to run around this side. Now, obviously, this isn't real world testing, but it gives you an idea of what a £2 light does. That's not bad.
That is not bad.
That is not bad. For something that
definitely, I mean, for instance, you're working outside without any other lighting, you can
still see what you're doing.
What you need to see.
I mean, it's not ideal.
You can attach it to things.
Does the head rotate all the way round?
And the end light, directing the light more accurately works.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No rotation.
There we go. And the light back on.
But what you can do, you can go up and you can pivot that part as well as that. So you can go
Okay.
open and closed. Oh, and you've got a little
Some sort
ring,
of
so
hook.
you can hang it off of something.
Perfect. I mean, that to me, for £2, I don't know how long the battery will last, and I don't know how long the battery will last as a long term, but for £2, that's a bargain.
£2.
£2.
Yeah.
£2.80. Again, I didn't realise I already dropped one in the basket.
So for an extra 80p,
you actually get another charging lead.
Wait a second. Let's get this all tangled in the bag.
I want a white lead this time.
You get a white charging lead. You get a much bigger light.
But can you see how many LEDs are in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then the one on top.
Right, and
then here. Yeah, they're more closely spaced actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so you get 2 extra.
And the one on the top. I mean that. Yeah.
Okay.
So much bigger.
Yep. More realistic in terms of
both have work light stamped on the side.
They're obviously the same product, aren't they?
They're basically the same product.
And what about brightness on this one?
So this one, I mean, in comparison, I think that one's brighter.
I would agree, yeah. I would say that.
Putting out more light.
If you look at the side there, that says that's fully charged. So where your finger is,
they're both showing up as fully charged.
Yeah.
This one
that is
actually definitely brighter.
And I can see it on the camera.
This one's got more LEDs, but isn't as bright. So for £2.80, you get
a couple more
bigger
LEDs.
light that isn't as bright.
So yeah, thumbs up. I mean, the 80p I think is
not great. Good.
Yeah. There you go. A final item of the surprise sack. What have we got, Ad?
We have the last item in Nike's sack, which is multimeter.
For £3.
£3.
£3 multimeter.
Oh, wow, okay.
So let's see the quality of this bad boy.
Right, so
I'd like to point out,
in the box,
high precision.
High.
The ANENG High Precision.
High precision.
I mean, that's tiny. I did not expect it to be that small.
It is small. You've got your multimeter and your 2 leads. 2 leads. Not a lot of length there,
but
it's about how you use it, apparently.
Well, as long as it works, that's all that matters.
Keep telling yourself that. So, we have the main unit, which needs batteries.
God, for goodness sake.
Do you have the batteries?
No. Two AAAs.
Batteries are not included.
Not included, and also that just beeped at us too.
So it's auto ranging. You don't necessarily have a dial that you can select what you're testing. So we have two ports for the connectors to go into. Red and black. So straight away, once you turn the tester on, if you just connect it as you would with any resistance test, connect the two together to prove that you haven't got any resistance in your actual leads. So you can see there we're reading 0 ohms. Just as an ohms test, we have a very small resistor that you might just be able to see. So we'll connect it either side of that, and we should be 47 ohms. So we've got 47 ohm reading on that resistor. We've also got.
So this is actually a
test. This is a resistance emulator, which allows us to do variable resistances. So let's just make sure that we're in the right range. So that is reading 1 ohm, which is bang on. So we can go up to, let's go up to 5.5, see how accurate it is. So we're not getting the half a volt, but we are reading, yeah, it's flicking between 5 and 6, so it's reading that. We can also check, obviously, voltage. Put the meter there. We can obviously check a live. So these fuses should be live if we pick up a decent earth point. We can check
12.4
battery voltage across the fuse. We can do a simple circuit test. Put the tester there. We've got the option to pick up a decent earth again. This time from our engine block. And we can test for. So that is giving us a reading of 0 because that is on the earth side of the horn connection. A little connector out of the plug might make life easier actually. Then if I connect this into here, you should be able to see on the screen. When I press the horn, we get 12 volts. It auto ranges up to 12 volts. Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
for £3.
It works as a multimeter. It is giving us a reading. We are able to do basic testing with it. It's, I mean, again, for what?
£3.
£3.
Can't compete.
It works. So, what
This
can we
is it.
say? It
Again,
works.
we can't comment on the longevity of these items. So, you know, all the tools that we've had, you know, the multimeter, the camera, power probe lights, etc. We can't comment on the longevity of it. Maybe we'll come back after using them for a while and see if they still work. But for £3, I think thumbs up, mate, didn't you?
Yeah. If you're doing some basic testing and you just need something to carry out basic tests, that's going to get you out of trouble.
Okay, so thanks for tuning in to Mike and AJ's TEMU Tool Time. Let us know in the comments what you think was the best value for money. For me, I feel like probably the power probe or maybe the endoscope, because they're both, you know, for a good one, a couple of £100.
It's a good digital tool for that money. It's
Yep.
a good digital tool. I mean, I was very surprised by the £2 work light.
Yeah,
I've got to
I mean,
say.
to be fair, your £2 hand lamp, yeah, he says. Yeah, pretty good. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.